Okay, what is up guys, it's your boy Aggie back with another video. This is going to be something a little bit different. I've had a couple people ask me how to make a thumbnail, and I figured that it would help out people and maybe help my channel grow to do something like this. So first off, if you're not using Photoshop, I can't help you, but if you're using Adobe Photoshop, first off, what you want to do, you want to create a new tab. You want to make sure that the width is 1280 and the height is 720. To me, resolution doesn't really matter. Just make sure your thing is under pixels inch, not pixels centimeter. You're gonna want RGB color for the most color because all the rest of them doesn't really give you a good color, and I prefer to scroll down and make it transparent. That way you will be able to immediately open up a background for it. So once you have all that, go ahead and click create. So usually when I do make a thumbnail, I will go into Fortnite or go into COD, whichever one, and take a screenshot. That way I will have a background. But since I don't, I'm gonna go on to Google. I'm gonna type in Fortnite tilted towers background. Look for 1280 by 720. Most of these should not be copyright, so just scroll through and look for one that is 1280 by 720. That one right there has, you don't want it to have a name or anything like that. You just want it to be blank. So that one looks pretty good. It's 1920 by 1080. You can scale that down to 1280 by 720. So once you have your background, you're gonna want to go in and save it as a JPEG, and then you're gonna go over, click open. You're gonna find your photo that you have, open it. It should open up in a new tab. So yeah, the first thing you're gonna want to do after you have your background opened up, you want to go into open. Since it's in the image correct size, you're going to want to change it to 1280 by 720. Everything should be good. Then you're going to want to do Control A, Control C, go back over to your normal blank background image, and then Control V. It should put it in. So the next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to change it up. You want to have the background kind of dark or not as flashy unless you're going to want to catch their eye. What I normally do, I make the background kind of colorful and make it very vagrant and bright for people to see it and want to click on the video. So a thumbnail maker's best friend is this tool right here. I don't even know what it's called, quick selection tool. It really does help. Like I'm gonna make the background the whole sky. I'm gonna want to make it dark, so I'm gonna click that, and it'll really just it'll outline everything but the sky that you have selected. If you mess up, you can always click there to erase part of it, and there, if you want to go back and add certain parts, it won't just quick select. You're gonna have to go over it all together. Yeah, after you do that, you're gonna want to make a new layer of what you have outlined. You're gonna want to Control C and then Control V, and it will make a new layer. So the sky, I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go into image adjustment, brightness and contrast, and then you're going to want to make the brightness down a little bit, and you're going to want to make the contrast up a little bit. That'll add a little bit more of a darker feel to it. And the mountain is too bright, so what I will do, I will go in and I will outline the whole mountain. It's okay if you do get a little bit of outside the mountain selected. You can always go back and erase it if you have to. Like I'm going to have to. So you're going to want to make the dot a little bit smaller. You're going to want to go into your spot where you have marked over, and you're just going to want to erase it, like right there. That's a perfect example. You don't want all of that to be selected, so you're going to go in and just outline it. That way it won't be down in the tree line for the most part. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit. Once you have the picture showed, it shouldn't affect it too much. So after you get that to your liking, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to Control C and Control V again. You're going to pull up a new image. Again, you're just going to make the brightness down a little bit just to make it look kind of, I don't know, darker, make it look cool. You can always change it up however you want. You don't have to do it to my exact style. This is kind of just a basic video to get people started on what to do. So now that you have it looking kind of cool, kind of flashy, you're not going to want to over edit it, because if you make it look too cluttered and clustered, it will not look good on the thumbnail. So you're going to want to make a text. Usually if you're going to have your face, you're going to want to put it in either the top left or top right corner, and you're going to want to border around it. I'll do that in another video if you want. Let me know down in the comment section. But say it's a high kill win, so you can put I don't know, so if I'm you, one thing that you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go in and look up the font Bada Boom. It's a really popular font for making thumbnails. It looks pretty good too. I'll show you it right now. See, it kind of has like just a very solid looking image to it. So then what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to tilt it just a little bit to kind of make it look a little bit better, and you can always make it bigger by doing that. See, since the color is changing right there, I'm going to put it up here to make it pop out a little bit. And then I will go in, if you right click, go to blending options and click stroke, you will be able to make an outline on your, you'll be able to put an outline on your characters. So I will show you right now. You don't want it too big, you just want enough stroke to make it kind of pop out a little bit more, so that it looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it like that. So then the next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to find the game that you are playing. Since this is going to be a Fortnite background or a Fortnite thumbnail, I'm going to type in Fortnite PNG. It should pop up Fortnite. You can pick any one that you want. I'm going to pick that one right there. I'm going to save it. I'm going to open, save image as PNG, and just type in Fortnite. I misspelled it, but as long as you know what it is, you can name it anything you want. And you go back in, you find it, Control A, Control C, Control V, you have it there. You can put it wherever you would like, but I would rather put it, if I were you, I would put it up in the corner. That way it'll match with the text. And then you're almost done. Once you have this done, then what you can do, you can change up wherever you want to put it. Like if you don't like that, you can put it right here, you can put it anywhere, but I just think up in the sky where nothing is, it wouldn't be as cluttered. I think that looks pretty good myself. So one thing I'm going to want to do is just find a thumbnail or something with a high kill count on it, save image. It doesn't matter what you name it, as long as you know what it is, and open it up, pull it up, and what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to find the quick selection tool. You're going to want to select everything that you would like to take, and like I'm going to take that, I'm going to take the number, I'm going to take the stroke. Again, see, I messed up right there, but what you can do, you can go in and you can just erase it, and then it'll make it look good again. Alright, we are almost done. You just have to go back in and fill in your stroke, and you can take a lot more time as you want. You can take as much time and perfect it to whatever you would like, but I'm just doing this as kind of a walkthrough. Whenever you're doing the number, you want to make sure you don't get the middle. That's one thing that I used to have problems with, but after I've done it for so long, I've gotten pretty good at making thumbnails, and I consider myself pretty good. So after you get what you want, you're going to want to right click layer via copy. It'll make a copy, then you can Control C, go over, and Control V, and you'll have that image. As you can see, I didn't cut it perfectly, but if you want, you can go in and you can make it look better than what I did. I'm in a hurry, so I'm just doing it. You can make it however big you want or however small. I'm going to make it about like that. I'm going to make it tilted to the right just to line it up with everything. I'm going to put it on the mountain to make it look kind of cool, make it look like it belongs. And yeah, if you save it, you'll see that it is on the mountain now. You can put it down here. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it there. One more thing every YouTuber has to do is the clickbait arrow. So if you just type in clickbait, it should immediately pop up. Make sure to make everything you are looking up PNG, that way it will be transparent to only the image that you're wanting. Again, save image as. Again, you can name it anything you want. I cannot stress that enough. Open it up, find your arrow, Control A, Control C, and then go back over and Control V, Control T to make it transform, and then you can find it, boom, clickbait arrow, there you go. That'll immediately make you have more views, and then that's about it. One more thing that I really highly recommend you do is you click the top layer, go down to the bottom, click the bottom layer to select all, do a Control E to merge all of the layers together. Once you do that, go into filter, go down, find your sharpen tool, go in, click sharpen more, and that will just add a little bit of a grainy effect to it. If you don't like that, you can go in and you can affect the sharpen by just going back clicking it, make sure you have it highlighted, go filter, go down to sharpen, and just click sharpen, and then you can, you know, make it however you like. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep it like that. So yeah, that is the thumbnail. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and sub if you're new. But yeah, if you need any more tutorials, let me know. I'm done. Until next time, it's your boy Aggie. Peace.